So The Union for me is just another reason why Netflix should probably stop making movies. Let's be honest, they're at such a smaller substandard to the major movies in cinema. And it's such a disappointment when you go to watch a film like this thinking, oh, everybody's raving about it, and then get to it and it's just another Netflix movie. And let's be honest, I think that the lineup should have been good enough to make a good enough film here with Mark Wahlberg, with Halle Berry, and with J.K. Simmons. And those people are like going, who the hell is J.K. Simmons? It's the angry, shouty fella out of the original Spider-Man movies.
He stole my suit! He's a menace to the entire city!
That right there is my childhood. The reason I say this movie failed was the story and script. The story and script really let this movie down because it could have been something good. It could have been an entertaining movie if the actors had gelled well enough with the story, but that was the main cut-off point because the story, no matter who you put in there, would have absolutely sucked dick in this film because the film is just about this group called the Union who come in to get the help of a construction worker who is known by Roxanne, who's part of the Union, and thinks that bringing him in is going to solve all their problems. What the fuck is that about? That's about as ridiculous as getting a load of oil diggers instead of spacemen to go work in space to destroy the meteor from hitting Earth. That, my friend, is actually a film.
Hey, it's all wrong, man. We shouldn't even be up here.
This might have not made any sense, but at least it was entertaining and had one of the biggest songs of the 90s in it. I'm not being funny, but I think that the actual action is like one of the only good things about this film. The actors did their job. I think the characters weren't too bad, but had a lack of character development. But the best thing about it was the actual action scenes themselves. And the action scenes weren't terrible. I think the action scenes were good. I think they were quality and could have been used in like a great film. I could easily see some of those in the Fast and Furious franchise or even in Mission Impossible. Some of the biggest action movie franchises in the world. They could have been used. However, the rest of the stuff, the story element, could not help drag these action scenes up. Because normally the action scenes are secondary to what the story is about. The action scenes are towards the story. No great film in the world just focuses on action and puts the story aside and hopes that they can make one of the greatest movies of all time with just action. It just doesn't work. Outside of the action sequences that we saw, the only good thing after that would probably be Mark Wahlberg and Halle Berry, because after that you're looking at nothing because there's no great villain, there's no great plot, there's no great ending to this film, its lack of moments, and like I said, you're searching for things, and this weren't a bad thing. The chemistry between the two seemed to be on point, and them two seemed to be the only two really up for this movie. J.K. Simmons weren't bad, but those two were the shine out stars in this particular film. Everything else was below par. It felt like nobody gave a shit about this film. That just sums up Netflix films to an absolute nutshell. I would go into the ending, I would go into the villain if I could, but there's nothing worth talking about. I mean, I could just say, oh, the villain was alright, the ending was alright, but that would just be lying to you, because it was trash. It was absolutely shit. So, and below standard. So what I'm just going to turn around and say is, if you were thinking about watching this film, I'll let you make your own judgments. I would go ahead and watch it and see what you guys think. I'm always encouraging people to go watch a film, but in my opinion, right, with action films are concerned, go and watch Terminator 2 for the 1000th time instead and have some sense of enjoyment than this pile of shit.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Before we jump back into this video, guys, please do us a massive favour and smash that subscribe button, because you do not want to miss a thing this week, next week, and the week after, because we've got tons and tons of content planned for you guys, and you can do us a massive favour by smashing that subscribe button, joining the community, getting updates to all the latest videos from the YouTube shorts to the actual videos. It is well worth it, completely free, and you will not regret it. So to summarise this movie, then for me, this is easily a 5.8 out of 10 and a poor film. Let me know down in the comments down below what your thoughts are. Is it bad, good, amazing, terrible? Let us know all that jazz down those comments down below. And also, if you haven't checked out our Fast X movie review, check that out right now by clicking it on screen.